You are not lazy. That's actually the problem. If you were lazy, this would be simple. More pressure, a harder deadline, and eventually you'd move. But you've already tried that, and you still end up frozen in front of the same task, feeling worse each time. Your brain isn't broken. It's trained on the wrong lesson for years, without you ever agreeing to it. This is Dark Mechanics. Today we're showing you exactly what your brain learned and how to retrain it on purpose. But first, let's get rid of the explanation you've been carrying around for years. It's wrong, and it's the whole reason nothing you've tried has actually worked. For years, you've probably believed the same story everyone tells you. Discipline is a fight. The people who have it are just better at winning that fight, gritting their teeth, wanting it more, pushing through resistance you feel every single morning. Back in 2012, two psychologists, Wilhelm Hoffman and Roy Baumeister, actually tested that idea. They gave regular people a pager for a week. Every time it buzzed, at some random moment, that person had to say what they wanted right then, and whether they were fighting it off. If more willpower was really the answer, the most disciplined people should have been fighting the hardest, all day, every day. They found the opposite. The people with the most self-control weren't winning more fights. They just wanted the bad thing less in the first place. Less pull, less back and forth in their head. They weren't beating the fight. They were barely even in one. Think about the coworker who logs off at 5 p.m., work actually finished, no drama, while you're still negotiating with yourself about starting. You've told yourself they just have more willpower than you. They don't. They're not fighting. So if it's not willpower, what is it? That's the part nobody explains to you, and it starts a lot earlier than your first job. Think back to how you actually got rewarded, growing up and at work. Not what people told you mattered, what actually got you noticed or got you left alone. It was the finished report, the good review, the project that landed on time. Nobody ever pulled you aside for the 3 boring, hard weeks that made it happen. At best, nobody said a word about it. At worst, you got blamed for not starting sooner. So your brain learned a pretty reasonable lesson. Effort is just the toll you pay at the gate. The reward's on the other side. Effort itself never gets connected to anything good. And if you were the one who found things easy, good grades without trying, the fast learner, it's actually worse. You got praised specifically for not needing effort. So the day something finally got hard, it didn't feel like a hard task. It felt like proof something was wrong with you. Either way, you end up with a brain that thinks effort is just bad news, full stop. And here's the part that makes it worse. Every time you force yourself through it anyway, you're not fixing that. You're making it worse. We'll get to why in a second. Here's what's actually going on, and it explains everything we just talked about. Your brain doesn't actually reward you at the finish line. It rewards you at whatever usually comes right before the finish line. Scientists actually watched this happen in animals learning to expect a treat. At first, their brain lit up the moment the treat showed up. But once they learned a signal always came right before the treat, the brain stopped waiting for the treat. It started lighting up at the signal instead. By the time the treat actually showed up, right on schedule, there was barely any reaction left at all. That's why picking up your phone feels good before you've even unlocked it. It's not about what's actually on the screen. It's that your phone usually leads to something good, so your brain gets a little excited just from picking it up. Now think about opening your inbox on a Monday morning. For most people, that usually leads to nothing good. More work, more pressure, another thing you're behind on. So your brain does the only thing it knows how to do. It flinches before you've even read one email. You don't have a discipline problem. You have a prediction problem. And remember forcing yourself through it anyway? Every time you walk away from it feeling like that was awful and you barely got anything done, that's basically practice. Teaching your brain that effort leads to feeling terrible. You've been training the wrong lesson over and over. Here's the part that actually matters. If a prediction got written without your permission, it can get rewritten on purpose. Here's the rewire. 5 moves. None of them involve wanting it more. Move 1. Pay yourself for showing up, not for how it went. The second you finish, before you judge anything, mark it. It has to happen right away, within seconds. And it counts no matter what, even on a bad day. Move 2. Guard the door. Pick one thing you genuinely like and only let yourself have it during the hard task. A specific coffee, a playlist, a certain chair, but only there, nowhere else. Now your brain starts connecting something good with walking toward the task, instead of away from it. Move 3. Shrink the ask until saying no feels ridiculous. 1 sentence, 2 minutes. If you stop there, it's still counted. Missing a day doesn't undo this. Quitting does. Move 4. Set the room before you need willpower. Phone in another room, not face down on the desk. Tabs closed before you sit, not while you're already distracted. You're not being weak by removing temptation. You're doing exactly what the most disciplined people already do. They don't resist more, they just encounter less. Move 5. End on a win, on purpose. Your brain files the last 30 seconds of any session, so don't close it mid-spiral about how little you did. Finish one small, clean thing and stop there while it still feels good. That's the version your brain remembers tomorrow. Do this long enough, and something kind of strange happens. The work doesn't actually get easier. Hard stays hard. What disappears is the argument, that daily courtroom, where part of you debates whether you're the kind of person who actually does this. That goes quiet, not because you want it, because your brain stopped bringing the case. It doesn't feel like relief exactly. It feels like something you recognize instead of something you dread, closer to yours than easy. Go back to that frozen moment we started with. You, staring at the task, feeling like something was wrong with you. That wasn't a broken person. That was just a brain that had never once been given a reason to expect anything good from that exact moment. You were never missing willpower. You were missing a system that told your brain the truth about what's on the other side of starting. Change the prediction, and you stop needing the willpower you thought you never had. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Tell me in the comments which of the 5 you needed most, and go watch the previous videos on the channel. That's on screen.